What is up, people who enjoy Kingdom Hearts 2 Randomizer? This is the League.
It is the League.
I'm somehow hearing myself. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Turn the stream down.
Yeah, muted, in fact.
Good.
But yeah, so yeah, this is going to be the first of a few races today between MegaSlim and Ragnoth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best of 3, and we'll do as many of them as it is required to figure out who's the winner.
Correct. Yeah. I am one of your commentators, Crazy Comics, and joined with me is...
I'm Seriously Surly.
Excellent. So, it's been a hot minute since I've seen a League seed, so I'm going to try and remember most of this. It's not too hard, though. You play throughout the game, you get progression points. Those allow you to unlock the amount of the point total for the world, and then it's up to you to figure out, hey, is there magnet? Is there magic? Is there 5? Is there world unlocks? Stuff like that. So,
yeah. And I think the only major adjustment for the brain is just remembering that Ansem reports can only be in first visits. So, yeah. Everything else is pretty standard in their point totals, which is very handy.
Yeah.
I see timers are going, so
excellent.
Get this started.
Yeah. Slim's jumped the gun, but bottom timer's not really the thing that we're really stressed about.
It'll fix
it. Actually,
if it comes down to 15 seconds, we know what happened.
Yeah. So. All right. Quick menus here from everybody.
Some pretty mediocre movement.
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah. You've got pretty much base horizontal movement, no real vertical movement. Yeah, enough to.
Yeah, you're not horrified, but you're not happy either.
Correct. You have a traditional start from both of our runners. A lot of Twilight items from the first few levels there.
Yeah, we'll see what the synth shop has for us. Probably a couple worlds here.
Yeah. Usually you'll see a synth shop look once people get some money, once they get a good ways into the seed, just to be like, hey, I've collected a few synth items. Why don't I see what's going on there? So yeah, just kind of the normal push here at the beginning. Nothing too special about it. But, yeah, we'll see if Pride Land starts paying out here, and it does. It's got a Valor form. Yeah, something to get a few more checks.
Yeah, Valor's a good one to find early, just because there's a lot of those early stages where you can die, but you could also get a couple of Valor levels and then die.
Right, one of the places that's pretty good to level Valor form early to also help you progress was actually in TT, whenever you're doing the station fight. Just because it counts the amount of hits to progress the world, and you do a lot of hits with Valor. In fact, that's the entire reason that you how you level it. So another quick run makes it a little bit better. Drive forms have a lamp charm, so we've got good old Gene on the drives there.
Yeah, that's 1-5 out of the pool.
Correct.
Whole bunch to go.
Heck yeah.
Early draw, always good.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Absolutely.
first draw is very underrated.
Right.
Find. Makes so many things better.
Correct. All right, so not that great of a Pride Lands.
Nope. Nothing too
found
special out of it.
Yeah.
Proudfang Beastclaw Identity Disc out of the shop.
Okay.
Get to see most of the synth menu. Hey, look, a proof that can be made. And a scimitar and a magic.
There you go.
Look at that. One proof down. Easy.
Yeah. Easy seed, baby seed.
Ooh, and an aerial dodge. Good.
All right. All right. So a little bit of a deviation. Both the runners are going different shotgun routes.
Mm-hmm.
Slim taking the anti-clockwise, and Ragnoth going
Anti-clockwise.
Yeah, for all the British people. Like, dare to be different. But not finding too much out of both areas right now. I think Ragnoth right now is trying to build up his anti-points by just going in and out of drives, just in case he needs to force final normally, instead of with the light and darkness.
Yeah.
So pretty good foresight on his part. But going straight into the mouse push takes a little bit of time. Not too many runners will just immediately go for the mouse push.
Well, with progression points on,
there's
to do a more common play.
Progression points, but it also takes minute and a half, depending on if things go south.
It is time consuming, that's for sure.
So yeah. And then past here is 2, 4, 7 checks after the throne. So I mean, it's a decent amount.
And you do get another set for feet, so it's right. It's good on the progression point front. It's so on the check front.
Correct. Over on MegaSlim's side, he has all parts of Movement Exodia. Has at least one of everything. So now Slim can move a little bit better. He also got progression points just before Ragnoth got our first world revealed. Port Royals is 7, so it's essentially dead because there's just some magic in there. So probably not going to see anything besides maybe just the first 3 check push. But if that, like, highly doubt we're going to see it.
Yeah. Could be money.
Yeah.
But even then, I doubt we'll see it.
Right. So we got a Bone Fist on Ragnoth's side. We also got another report saying that the Port Royal 7 is a fire. So
easy.
So no Fire Aga.
World resolved.
Right. Ragnoth also taking the time to get at least 1 level off of Pete here.
It's also a very quick way to do that fight, just generally.
Yeah, Slim taking my advice, just going right in, seeing if the fire's in these first 3 checks, which it's not, so he's probably not going to try any more for it.
So long, Port Royal. Nice knowing you.
Wow. So on Ragnoth's side, there was another report saying Twilight Town has a blizzard, but it also gave us enough to reveal that Agrabah is a 45, which is
good hefty Agrabah.
That is a heavy Agrabah.
So that scimitar in the synth shop is now relevant.
Yes. Yeah, and yeah, honestly, having a magnet in the shop is also pretty nice, just because there's like if you get a good Magnera explosion going on, you don't necessarily need to go and craft Magnega because that'll cause that to go a little bit off. So, or if you're at Magnet and you're like, hey, I really need Magnera. Hey, shop, come over here.
Yep. And assuming that we do have to do that Agrabah 2 push, there's also a blizzard in that 10th venue. So we can have one of our elemental spells available. We know one's in Port Royal. We know one's in T. So I have to start keeping track of our elements as well.
Correct. So, luckily, like, Agrabah 2 isn't too loaded. Like, it's
not a ton of checks in it.
Probably 4, if I'm counting correctly. Because there's one on Genie Jafar, there's the thing he gives you, and then there's 2 in the tower. So 4 unless you count Luxeus.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, so counting Luxeus 5-6 checks, which yeah, that's a fine amount of checks, but with how much is in Agrabah 1,
yeah,
it's not really going to be looking for that too much. All right, Slim, go ahead and push the mouse as well. Ragnoth continuing his counterclockwise push around the GOA. Okay. Yeah. So just gonna see both the runners going and doing what the other one's already done. So yeah, so I feel like we're gonna see them get to Agrabah at around the same time because they've pretty much kept a pretty decent pace with one another. I would say, like, if there was any slight advantage, it would be on Ragnoth's side, just because he found that Glide 2 earlier. So
I would actually give it to Slim for the aerial dodge.
Okay. That is fair.
But I think it's kind of horse-apiece.
Yeah, like you're
splitting hairs at that point.
Yeah, inches and centimeters at this point. So, did he actually collect that? I don't think he actually collected that.
Well, it can be very dangerous.
Correct.
So, rather save all the chests that you've already picked up. Right. Come back.
Well, and he also doesn't have high jump or aerial dodge at that point.
Yeah.
So really, both of your movements that would really help you get out of that hairy situation just aren't there. Yeah, it's a little rough. All right, so Slim's gonna find out what world is juicing. Also gonna work on leveling his Valor form up a little bit. Cool. All right, so I'm trying to think after this.
Probably Agrabah time.
Probably Agrabah time.
Might see Beast Castle, but probably Agrabah before that.
Right. I'm trying to see if Slim entered 100 Acre. He didn't, so It's probably not going to go back for it.
No.
Usually you wait for, well,
a first torn page would be nice.
Yeah, right. So instead of 3 free checks, you get 6. Ragnoth didn't feel like waiting today, so just went straight in for the for the first 3 checks, which really weren't anything. I think it was all accessories and armor.
It was boring.
So, yeah, boring.
Ragnoth did get their first anti-form.
Peter. We got Peter and Agrabah. And anything else in the first room? No, just Peter Pan. Which
a pair of item slots, though.
Pair of item slots. Yeah. You get a nice money pouch. Buy some ethers. Load yourself up with them. Oh man, you're golden, pony boy. Yeah, it's another 5 off the board, so it's pretty nice. A negative combo there. Just gonna summon Peter outright limit form. Ooh,
that's a good find.
Yeah. Got another report saying 100 Acre Wood has a thunder.
All right, so we have eyes on every element.
Right. Yeah, so that brings we got an experience boost
on a Keyblade.
Yeah, stats are pretty decent, especially
not beat form.
Yeah, well, the final form. All right. Yeah.
All right, Agrabah, keep paying out.
We got a picture on level 12, so keep going, and there'll be level 2, or not level 2, the TT2 access. Got a torn page, so there's those 3 extra checks.
Yep. Potential with a thunder in them. Down to a 14 now.
Yeah. Well, possible thunder in the second torn page, because we already know that the first torn page is garbage.
How do we know that?
Ragnoth already went there.
Ragnoth did not.
He went to Pooh's house.
Right.
So the first 3 checks are garbage.
Yes. Just, we only have 1 torn page, so we haven't been to... Yeah, anyway.
The one that was left behind.
We get immediate gratification out of it, though.
Yes.
Look at that, 68 now, Bastion.
Okay. I think we know where Slim's going next. I mean, you got final form. You might as well go.
You might as well do the Hollow Bastion TT pushes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you also got limit form. So, like, yeah, Bailey's free. Like, everything's good.
Ooh,
Slide dash. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like, yeah. Go get him. Go get him, Tiger. Heck yeah. My man.
Alright, Ragnoth.
And honestly, off of Bailey and stuff like that, I think that Slim should be able to get to level 12.
Darn close.
Yeah.
If not, yeah.
So then that might set him up to be like, hey, I can just go to TT2. Might as well just go to TT. Also trying to remember what their drive gauge is at. If they got any drive gauge ups or anything
I think we're
like
at
that.
6 for both sides.
6. Okay. Cool. We got a Chicken Little. So we have /no where most of the summons are. Quite a few 5s already off the board.
Yeah. We have hints for magic. We don't really have magic.
Correct. was about to say, Slim. You got a limit for him. You might as well do it.
Yeah. Get level 2, get level 3.
Ooh. Ooh, this seed is a lovely seed. Aside from not having magic. Like that.
Yeah, but the combat tools are piling in, so who cares?
Right?
And stats are doing pretty well. Like,
yeah,
I'm not seeing an issue.
More item slots. My gosh. What a seed. Yeah, so we're going into TT on Slim's side. Yeah, he's got final form to level up. Should be able to get it up to 5 before going to tower.
Yeah,
you got Chicken Little.
Without fire, it'll be a little tight. You might cap your hits before you get there, but doable.
Right. Yeah, and then Chicken makes tower pretty easy. So
yeah,
this is a pretty good
explosion.
Push. Yeah. We got drive gauge up to 7. Yeah, the only reason I was asking about drive gauge is because you can, if you get one of your forms, either Valor or Final up to 5, reverting, going back into whatever one you can also level up there.
Yeah.
Like, see that. Flash Step as well. My God.
We can hit our enemies.
Yep. From a mile away. Alright, coming up to the station fight, you're going to see a few final levels. Meanwhile, Ragnoth doing a pretty good Bailey fight so far.
Get their explosion. Good.
Yeah. Well, and here Slim just got the picture, so now he's it's like, oh hey, I can just keep going after this. There we go. All right, only getting up to 4, not quite there. Pride Lane says Valor form. Thank you.
Thank you, Hans.
Thank you for
Lovely.
the no crap report. The World Never Was has torn pages. That's a better report.
That's a better one.
And it also revealed that LOD is a 17. Ew. Okay.
Potentially spooky.
Ragnoth deciding to go ahead and do Piglet.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. It's fine.
All reports.
Yeah, showing that Creations does indeed have a scimitar. Pretty easy to figure that one out. That's vanilla.
High jump on 3.
Yep. High jump level 1 on 3.
What kind of rando?
Is this even randomized? Yeah, so TTT showing itself TT showing itself to be quite the library right now with all of the reports it's giving out. We know that there's still at least a blizzard here, if not probably so much more. Slim not playing with the 100 summons mod on feels bad.
Not all of us can have fancy things.
I mean, you can. There's a channel for it. Ragnoth's checking the first 4 checks here in the World Never Was.
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, important check wise, there was nothing there. But yeah, there could have been like I don't know, cosmic arts or some ability that was pretty good or something. Just didn't quite pay attention. Ragnoth not going to TT, instead going to Beast Castle, deciding to level up Valor form up to level 5.
Mm-hmm.
Still in a good enough position to death abuse out of this if he really wants to. But what he might do with... Oh, no, he doesn't have 7 drive because he didn't go to TT.
Yep.
Yeah. If he had 7 drive, you could get Valor up to 5, revert, go into limit, and everything like that. That's what's tough about races is the sides start to bleed together. So you're like, why didn't you just do this? Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right. All right. So we got a report saying that there is a thunder in STT.
All right. 2 thunderstone.
Yeah. So we know where all of our Agrabah 2 spells can be. Now, Slim is following Ragnoth into Beast Castle here, so once he hits 5, he could go into limit form if he really wanted to, but he's probably thinking, hey, I'm getting close to hitting the amount of hits threshold. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, that shadow just chilling on the mantelpiece.
Knows a good spot when he sees it.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's a good lookout point.
Yeah, the floor looked very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. My buddies are dying down there. I should probably stay up here.
More high jumps. Good.
More high jumps. Jump into the moon.
Hey, finishing plus Keyblade.
There you go. Not the most... What am I trying to say? Not the most...
Glamorous ability?
Well, not the most effective way to have a finishing plus, but still nice to have.
Yeah.
All right. Heading into a thresholder fight for Ragnoth. Could use this time to level limit, or if he's just going to go straight for it, or use final form to get done with this quickly. A lot of different ways you could go about this.
Yeah, probably going to do the strike grade finisher on this.
Huh.
Yep.
Didn't know about that one. That's good to know. Also, on Slim's side, he got enough points to reveal that there was a 3 still in Pride Land, so it's dead.
Good.
Yeah. Another report we're not going to get, but Beast Castle, we also got another report saying that Land of Dragons has ukulele charm, so we know where all of our summons are, half of which we have. But that still makes LOD a scary number, because 12 is not your friend in a...
12s are not friends, especially when we still have reports on the board. So
Yeah.
it can go either way. We still might need that world unlock. We're definitely missing a membership card.
Yeah, it could be 9 and a 3. It could be a 7 and a 5. It could be the fabled 4 3s.
Very unlikely at this point for that.
Very unlikely, but yeah. Also, finally got our first magic. It's a cure. You're in Beast Castle.
Love it. Half
Love
an
to
hour
see it.
in.
Love to see it. Mm-hmm. Cures are only good for Berserk Charge. Changed my mind. All right, continuing through. That gargoyle looked at Ragnoth funny, so he just decided, you know what, I'm going to kill it. Going into a beast fight, where would you go after this if you were Ragnoth? Well, and Slim for that matter.
Yeah, it's time to push something,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have any good. It's probably LOD. It's either that or OC, or Slim in particular. No, he's gonna point out here, isn't he? Gonna say Halloween Town. You're kitted for it. It's 2 bosses. Get those progression points down.
Right. Yeah. if I were him, like, if I were Slim, you already have TT2 access. You might as well just go and do it. Like,
that little extra experience isn't bad either.
Little extra experience, get final up to 5. Not too time consuming. So you can do that. Your stats still aren't good enough to not quick run Roxas.
Yeah.
So
and your tool set's also not good enough.
Well, yeah. I didn't mean to. Your stats aren't good enough to not have to quick run Roxas. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So plus, like, you start pushing that at 2 proofs is kind of the logical thing to do in these. So, Slim going with the Zach play, going to OC.
I mean, I'm a fan.
Okay.
I take it you're not.
I would definitely push it before LOD, because I hate LOD.
Doing Mountain Path and LOD is just not that bad.
It's
everything
not
after that is a pain.
See, my hatred for LOD comes with it's the TV show of the worlds in this game, where, hey, we've got some checks. All right, here's like the missions. Okay, we've got some. We've got some checks. Here's the summit fight. Oh, we've got some checks. Like, you're constantly being spaced out with a lot of time to wait between checks. So it's just kind of irritating to go in there and then be like, hey, I wasted this much time on missions or on the summit fight for nothing.
Yeah. Usually I wouldn't stick through summit fight. I would only do Mountain Path and then just not bother with the Forest Cave fight at all. Just I have done my initial bit. If I need to come back, I will, but I'm gonna wait quite a while to do so.
Right. Now the only thing that would, in this case, make me want to go to LOD is it's already been hinted. So I'm not going to get any more information on stuff in LOD except for like later in the game once more things start to be revealed.
Yeah,
so,
and it's a low progression point value as well.
Correct.
You're going to get 2, I think, if you go through the cave fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of the progression points, coming out of BC, Slim got enough to hint that Twilight Town has a 9, in addition to the Blizzard that we already know about.
If this is a TT3 locked membership card, I'm so mad.
Yeah, that, because see, when I would play these seeds, anything that was a 7 or 3, I would immediately kill off. I don't kill off 9s because there is a time in the seeds where those can be really useful, either for world unlocks or if drives are important. So yeah, so TT not exactly killed off, but is not at the top of our priority list much anymore.
Nope.
Well, and it's actually kind of good now that Slim didn't go do that, because now if he finds another form, that place is open for more final experience. But Ragnoth, going ahead and taking the dive, we're going to go ahead and fight Roxas on his side.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how this goes. Which, honestly, if I were him, I would go fight Roxas with 8 drive, because then I know I'd get 2 limit for him.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is just going to be a quick run until he's down to, the 2 bars or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Finish it up.
Yeah. So we know what he's going to be doing for the next minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
Yeah, limit form cuts quite a bit of time off of It's a flat 2 just about if you're going to only quick run.
Right. That should be right around the time that Slim should be getting to Pete, I would say. So not really paying out in OC. So
no, OC's being just
real
progression points.
Yeah,
that's not good. Very not good.
Which honestly, at this point, that's something else Slim could do. Like, you've got a few areas where, like, you've got Prison Keeper, you've got where else? You got.
You probably don't want to touch Windows Pete's yet.
Yeah, right. But you've got places where you can go and just get more progression points. The end of Halloween Town 1, like, you've got 2 boss fights that can give you some progression points plus a world finish. So, yeah, that's definitely a possibility you could do. But yeah, so
nice clean Roxas out of Ragnoth.
Yeah. Oh!
Hey, look, wisdom and approved.
Hey, how about that?
Thanks, Demix.
The OC push was the play. How about that? SP hinting that our only magic, we could get a Kuraga in Space Paranoids.
Yeah, just keep collecting those cures.
Yeah.
You don't need other magic.
Yeah. But he also got enough points to show that in Beast Castle there is a 7. So Beast Castle is dead as well.
Yep.
So, that was a nice room for Ragnoth. Got a Finishing Plus and Cosmic Arts.
Yep, and picked up the torn page that we knew was here somewhere.
Correct.
Room before.
So, yeah. He also got Combo Master at some point, so I don't know when he did that. It might have been on
that
Roxas.
Must have been off of Roxas or the
or
other
the chest
before.
after.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
we'll find out in a second here because Slim's doing the 2-proof thing.
Yeah, he's So, in this context, Slim's got a little bit of an advantage right now. Well, I say a little bit of an advantage. Yeah, he's got an entire world visit on Ragnoth.
That paid out perfectly.
Yeah. He made the Zac play, and the Zac play did not fail him. So, so Ragnoth trying to get some extra levels off of the Dragoons, got up to level 17. Stats still below the floor. Even with the Keyblade added with Final Form, probably not much of anything that he can do, like, stat wise.
Probably scrape above it, but that's.
But now we're going to have some really intriguing gameplay on both sides. MegaSlim is quick running Roxas. Ragnoth's playing a 100 Acre Wood minigame. This is what dreams are made of.
I love the interesting gameplay right now.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. So many intricate strats going on right now. Like frame perfect, pixel perfect. Just, my God. Two runners at the top of their game,
giving us an absolute showcase of how complicated this game can be.
Yep. If you guys want to go ahead and complete a shrine in Tears of the Kingdom, go ahead. Now's a great time to do it. Yeah. Slim, though, is probably going to speed up the finish of this, just like Ragnoth did, by going into limit form. By going into limit form. Thank you. Honestly, with having 8 drive, you could have done like 2 combos of R's with limit form, so you probably could have gone into limit form at probably 2 bars of health.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. probably didn't want to take the risk, just in case.
Willing to ether in between, then you could have done it like 3.5.
Yeah, and there was our combo master in the chest. But yeah, so Ragnoth taking the other, possibly paying out dive ?
Yep.
Words are hard. Going into LOD.
Making that blind push because it's the best information you're going to get.
Correct.
It's exactly what Slim did. Slim's just paid out perfectly, and Ragnoth's, unfortunately, we know is not proof land, but maybe has good information.
Yeah.
Or it has the biggest bait of all time.
Yeah, if this is a 5 and a 7 and it's the proof, then we've got both the runners.
Yeah, then we're on even footing again.
Yeah, it's like, okay, now they just have to go to each other's path. But Slim probably isn't going to do much outside of The World Never Was for a little while. Just go up to the top. Ooh, 7/7 Blizzard boost on a Bond of Flame. Which is kind of ironic. Also pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're also going to get a lot of information on Slim's side just from, okay.
Was definitely thinking about doing Zigbar, and just decided it wasn't quite high enough to just send it.
Right. And
36 strength, though, isn't bad, especially with Final 4. It's darn close to being enough.
Correct. Yeah, so going here, just killing off the 14. This could be 2 7s, which honestly wouldn't be bad to see right now since Cura is still our only magic. So, yeah, finding something more magic-wise, or even better, could be a 9 and a 5. Get another world unlock, another the last
another
Storm
page.
Yeah, another Torn Page. Like you pretty much take any 5 at this point that's left that you know about. So yeah, this is also a good place that, especially down here in the pit, where you could level up Wisdom form, level up Valor form on the Lords.
Yep.
This is a very good place to level up. I think he's also got Auto Master, so if he really wanted to.
Yeah, really wanted.
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah. Oh, and it's 2 7s, but we got a magnet. Oh my god. Slim, why don't you just take that magnet into into the fight and just level up Wisdom for us?
Fight and get Wisdom to 4 or 5.
Okay. So this was bait going into, well, no. Actually, I can't quite say that. LOD gave us a membership card. So it was a 9 and a 3, which kind of sucks. However, it's also gave us access to 63.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and we'll see what that 63 pays out as.
Right.
So Ragnoth's going to get a pile of tools out of this, and fingers crossed for a proof to go with it.
Correct. So LOD will probably be needed, just by how much is there. Also, I can understand a little bit more why Slim didn't want to go do Zigbar. Because
lack of fire, lack of magnet.
Correct. Yeah, you have no way to break out of this combo that you're doing.
Just don't mash the button.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And you'll just fall down. Then Zigbar will reset. You do that a couple of times before you get room transition, but you should be low enough that you throw him into the action loop.
Ooh.
Or just get sniped in the air. That'll happen a lot too.
Yeah, that's the problem there is his revenge value is pretty high. You can't really get out of that safely. Ragnoth finding another magnet in Hollow Bastion. Slim following into LOD. So he's probably going to come up on the membership card. So I think Advantage still goes to Slim, definitely, because he's just going to be following Ragnoth's footsteps at this point. Ragnoth would still have to make a blind OC push in order to balance the scales again. But Slim also taken the time to level up Wisdom Form, which not really finding too much anything.
Mm-hmm.
We got a
form page so far out of Hollow Bastion.
Correct.
And
there's the proof. Okay, so
oh no, Ragnoth needs to do OC
So Ragnoth needs to not get baited by the other 46 points here in Hollow Bastion.
No, this isn't worth it. I don't want to chase this big number. No, I'm going to go do this unhinted OC instead.
Yep. Yeah, so still a pretty good advantage for Slim. This also gives Slim time to get more levels and everything like that. Like I mentioned at the very beginning, having the magnet in the synth shop is really helpful now, because you're not going to get stopped by Magnega screwing up your Magnera explosion strats. So there's that as well.
You really like that Magnera, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really do. Yeah,
I'm a big fan of it because it's not magnet.
Yeah. Big fan of it because it's not Magnega. So
I don't mind Magnega.
It's too big. I can only handle so many magnets because I don't know how they work.
Money.
Oh, we got money. Which, here's the thing. I think the more Ragnoth finds here in Hollow Bastion, I think the worse it's going to be. Because he's going to find world unlocks. He's going to find other things to really push him to go to other areas besides OC.
It's going to depend what hints pop up.
Well, here, I'll think about it this way. Got that money pouch. Now he can go buy the scimitar. So now that means that...
might go chase fires and thunders.
Right.
Yeah,
so... Also taking a death to the dancers.
It's unfortunate. Still would really like him to get final to 5.
Right. Slim just found his membership card, so he is heading into Hollow Bastion as well.
As was foreseen.
Foretold in the scrolls. Slimbert would go.
Young Slim Esquire.
Yums. Squilly Slim Fancy Son. There we go. I was thinking Slimium Fancy Son, but I'm like, no, Squilly Slim sounds funnier.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so he's going ahead and buying those. Actually, that's not as bad as I thought.
No.
In terms of like what he could create and everything like that. So, because he created the 2 world unlocks for worlds that we already know are dead. So, unless he pushes space paranoids, like
maybe.
But one other thing,
a little leveling wouldn't hurt.
Right. Got a second chance on Kenga's page, because this is one thing that Ragnoth's been doing that has been very different, is pushing the crap out of 100 Acre Wood.
Yeah.
But here Slim is finding his proof. So now Slim is just going to rush the crap out of the world that never was.
Hey, got the 49 for Ragnoth.
But here's the thing. I think Ragnoth could also try and find a reflect. That would give him a really big, really good advantage, because Slim would have to do The World Never Was without a reflect, right. And that is a bitch. that is quite hard to do. So
it's also quite slow.
Yes. Also, DC is dead. DC Castle, love it. Disney Castle.
Big fan of the Disney Castle.
Yeah, it's almost like DC Comics, because DC in DC Comics stands for Detective Comics, so it's technically Detective Comics.
Love that.
Mm-hmm. This is why I'm crazy comics. I know shit like that.
It all makes sense.
It all makes sense now. Mm-hmm.
Well, Ragnoth is going to go level.
Okay.
Which, honestly, given their position, not a bad idea. It's either go push an unhinted world, which you can do anyway, or stop, take some time, get some levels, and then make all those unhinted worlds faster, easier.
Right. Well, looking at Slim stats in final form, got 40-34 for the stats. So that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Also, once more
level 23.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So Ragnoth's got a second chance once more. That's already an advantage. They both have experience boost. So yeah, there's a lot of ways that this whole series of events could go down.
Oh no, Sonic and Zach are watching from GDQ. Quick, hide.
Yo, let's go. How's the Toho run going? or I'm sorry, Toho. How's the Toho? Toho. Yeah. Wish I could have been there with you guys. The money just did not add up. So. So,
and Violin. Oh, it's a big watch party.
Oh yeah, Violin's definitely there. He's got a run on Saturday, right?
Wee hours of the morning at some point. Yes.
Oh yeah, I am staying up for that. Yeah. Hopefully they'll read my donation again. But. Either way. Oh, we've got Kuraga. Let's go.
Kuraga and a magnet and a dream.
Let's go. We love it. All right. Speaking of Cure and a dream, we've got MegaSlim going back. Ooh. Okay. So if Ragnoth goes to OC, I would say he's got the advantage. Like right after this, if he goes to OC.
Yeah, has a bunch of safety, has more stats, has a reflect.
Right.
That's a good list of things.
Yeah.
Slim has to push OC like next.
Right.
And Slim needs to have a hard time with everything.
Right. Yeah, Slim should be set on this fight. He's got the strength for it. Yeah, I was about to say, like, go into some form and just finish him off.
Torn page.
There we go.
Slim doesn't care anymore, but...
Right. Oh, Halloween Town had nothing. Like, whatsoever.
Love that. A blizzard. Yeah, all right, we can finish Luxor quickly.
Nice.
Or at least the end, the DM portion.
Slim got once more. So there you go. There's some
Good. A little bit of
some
safety.
Yeah. Slim also getting a little bit of levels on the way up.
Yeah.
Nothing as significant as Ragnoth, because he's got a pretty sizable level lead. There's a Bananas Club? What? Anyway.
The Super Excited to Eat Bananas Club.
Nice. Love that.
As opposed to the Super Excited to be a Zamer Club.
Uh-huh. God, I love those videos. Just, I know nothing about this series. And I had my friend explain it all to me.
Yeah, Ragnoth hasn't done any bad plays. Just didn't know scope OC.
Yeah.
I would even say he's getting terribly punished for it. Like, he's gotten extra tools, he's found second chance, he's like, it's ostensibly worked out. Just didn't find the proof.
Yeah, I think the thing that would help Ragnoth out right now, the Sword of the Ancestor on Final Level 6. The thing that would really help him out is if the progression points that you get here in The World Never Was Revealed OC. I think that would really help him.
That would be nice. Although Ragnoth is quite a few progression points behind Slim.
Correct.
So we'll get to see what Slim sees. I don't...
He's only one behind, actually.
Oh, he is one behind. Forget how big the bosses and The World That Never Was are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So looking at Slim's stats here, floor. He is at the floor.
Yeah. Scraping above it with the strength. But
yeah, so between the two of them, Ragnoth is definitely going to have the quicker Luxord fight here.
Yeah. That's going to experience boost his way up, so
yeah. My God.
Increase that gap even further, potentially.
Yeah, so now this has become a very interesting run. It is turned into, okay, I've got low tools but everything I need to beat the game, versus I've got so many tools. I've got
increasingly good tools.
It's
still pretty meh. Like, we still don't have an offensive magic.
Right.
Like, we got Baby Magnet. Woo.
Mm-hmm.
The combat tools are pretty equal between the two. They got their gap closures, they got explosion, they got... Like, those aren't so bad.
Right.
But, yeah. It is weird.
Right. All right. I don't know if Slim's gonna skip him.
Yeah, Slim's reflectless. Did not push screens in Space Paranoids, so did not get the chest after the fact.
Oh, come on.
Ragnoth is going to cruise past.
Ooh! Right at the end of that Blizzard hitbox.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Love it. Good job, Slim, for reflectless.
Yep. Luxord's the better of the two. I really don't like reflectless Psyx. Getting smacked hurts.
Yeah,
and the positioning and the guard timing for Psyx is a little rough.
Right. But the other good thing is he has Peter Pan.
True.
So
True can just pan.
Yeah, he's probably just going to pan him.
A nice, clean Luxord from Ragnoth.
Right.
Keeping Donald Goofy alive. Going into limit form first.
Because I think he had 7 drives, so yeah, he's gonna be perfectly fine from here. Now he's just gotta.
I think he's just gonna double limit.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Slim's fine.
We're gonna see a slightly more traditional fight out of Ragnoth with Reflect, Blizzard, Reflect. Maybe a little explosion if you can keep him close enough.
Right. Yeah, and this is honestly where the distance between them is gonna diminish extensively. So.
Yeah, Slim's gonna have a hard time in final fights. Like, it's the only way that Ragnoth has any chance of catching up. Is if Slim takes some deaths in Engine Core.
This might do it
Armor
for
2.
Yeah, this will do it for Ragnoth. Got that report. OC has Wisdom Form. That might push him in that direction. Also, got enough progression points to reveal that SCT just has the Thunder.
Yeah, that helps. That helps immensely.
Yeah,
because now
get SCT off the table.
Yeah, your enticing worlds now are OC and Space Paranoids.
Right.
OC not being unlocked is a little bit of a downer, which would actually kind of push me to Space Paranoids if I was in Ragnoth's spot. Because my stats are fine. My tools aren't phenomenal, but I should be fine to do Space Paranoids too.
Right.
Until Lart Scene. And then I personally don't do Lart Scene.
Right.
Just, stay in the corner.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. All right. Now we're going to have a fun time. Reflectless Xemnas.
Easy, just dodge roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we go.
Honestly, with the gap closers, Reflectless Xemnas is fine.
Yeah.
You can just stay out of reach and zoom in.
Right.
Sure, there are faster ways to do it, but
let me see. How deep is Peace? It was on Demix. Very nice job from Slim. Ragnoth about to finish him off as well. All right. It's not over till it's over.
It's not over till it's over. It really... we need to see where Ragnoth goes.
Yeah. If Ragnoth goes to OC, then we have a race.
Auto Wisdom?
Ah.
Chasing that 14 in aggro buff.
Yeah. Luckily, this is a quick
death, yep. And we'll get Magnera out of the deal.
Yeah. Yeah, because Reflectless Final Fights is going to take a little bit, but yeah, I don't. It's not going to take so long that you can do almost an entire first visit. And then you've got to go into Final Fights as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. Just depends on how comfortable MegaSlim is with. Do I do another? Alright, where are we going after this, Ragnoth? His old friend 100 Acre.
Old 100 Acre.
Let me double check something here.
Safety is good.
Yeah. We, let's see. Find anything good in Spooky Cave? Not really.
No. Petite Ribbon's the best thing in here so far. No. Love that. Well, Slim's taking the good, safe strat. No issues there. Into Armored 1. Ragnoth take the bait of the big remaining Hollow Bastion.
Okay. Alright, had something I had to look at. Okay, so we've got Armor 7 2, and Ragnoth is not going to OC.
No.
Nope.
So,
all right. Yeah.
A preemptive.
It's not over till it's over.
Worse things have happened, but a preemptive GG's to MegaSlim. But we get to see
as it gets smacked.
Yeah.
But we do get to see
probably
what
has
the storyline is.
the rest of core plus Final Fantasy fights potentially to get through these fights, and then all of OC.
Right, and you know what would be good for Final Fantasy fights? Wisdom form. Go get it in OC.
That might actually happen. That might be the thing that stops Ragnoth before pushing Final Fantasy side. Maybe not, but maybe so.
Hate the tornado dudes. There's the OC reveal.
13.
13.
Yeah. 13's a properly spooky number.
Yeah. So then by that there's another 5 in OC. Huh. So what would it be? It would be a torn page. There's nothing else it could be.
Yeah, that looks about right. Starry Hill access.
There you go. Man, that'll entice Ragnoth. Can he figure that out? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means there's no 5s here in...
Well, there never was.
In
Or Calabash,
Calabash.
wherever we are.
Yeah. Where are we? What's going on? Who are you?
It's all like purples and blues and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah, so... But I think this is him finally going to OC. So depending on what happens here with Slim, he might find the proof right as Slim is finishing. If things go really badly.
It's just a reminder. Final Zem without Reflect is hard.
Is a pain in the ass.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps if you had, a bunch of ethers or elixirs, and you can just spam session over and over again. It helps that we have limit form. But if you don't manage those resources correctly, you're just gonna die.
Yeah, like that. Like I said, depending on how fast Slim beats this.
Just entranced by Slim's fight.
Yep.
Alright, the attack bull again. Ooh.
He does have once more.
Does have once more, so
he
that
was
was
good with it.
better.
So yeah, he's gonna pop
It's
2
still
ethers
scary.
here, get his magic back.
Yeah.
So yeah. The only bad thing now is that he doesn't have reflect to get out of this dome.
No.
So he might just as well take the dome.
Likely is going to.
Or okay.
Stopped it just in time. Somehow was still getting hits but didn't do any damage. Sure.
Yeah, good job, game. Okay. And that's a GG's.
GG's
MegaSlim. So yeah. Those extra 15 seconds there at the beginning didn't really do much.
Do
So,
not matter. Yep.
Yeah.
And very conveniently, their loadlesses are like identical.
Right. Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about that.
Identical. Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ragnoth just about to find his proof. So yeah, if we get the second match started right now, I can stay on for that.
Yeah, I don't know if Ragnoth plays with
Race time
open or not.
I should stop playing with race time open. Then it freaks me out. Honestly, I think I turn on race time as soon as I get the third proof, just to be like, hey, did so-and-so already finish?
Yeah, how far down am I?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, even if Ragnoth finishes it out, we're like 8 minutes from doing it, so.
Right.
Not too worried.
Correct. So. Look at these people trying to friend me. Get out of here. Anyway, so we're going to see something faster now.
Yeah, we get to see what impact Reflect has. Even baby Reflect.
Yeah.
I'm horrified at the offensive magic in this seed.
Yeah.
No fires, one blizzard,
a blizzard.
No thunder.
That's it. A blizzard, all of your cures, 2 magnets.
Yeah.
And the only difference between them is Ragnoth had the reflect. Like, that was it.
So rude. So rude.
So rude.
I hate seeds like this.
Yeah.
At least strength is the higher stat, so that at least still feels okay. Because your Keyblade abilities are pretty solid.
Right.
But why be Beatstick Store? We all did that when we were young. Now we play Rando and want to do the fun things.
Yeah. Yeah, Slim won the first game. So. Yeah, so once Ragnoth finishes, we'll have a short intermission, and then we'll go ahead into game 2.
Mm-hmm. It's going to end up being about 10 minutes apart, give or take.
Yeah. Oh, that's another advantage that he has. He's got
and once more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very safe.
Yeah. Yeah, Slim with the lucky OC push got him through.
Yep. Yep. And then followed up with LOD quick enough to get the membership card to get the last proof.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, Ragnoth's going to go ahead and take out Armored Xemnas 2. And we'll be into the final Xemnas fight.
Having some nice, clean fights.
Yeah.
Just a reminder, there will be, after this series of races, VG Master and Double the Dewey will be on later tonight, around 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, that'll be as good as these races are going to be today. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. And GG's to Ragnoth. All right, so both of our racers have finished. Yeah, so we're gonna take a short intermission here, and then we'll be back.
I'm gonna grab a snack quick. Be back.
Yeah, let's see. Make some chicken nuggies.
We're back. Game 2.
Yep. Time to see what happens in this second game of the winners finals between Ragnoth and MegaSlim. So, yep, the race should be about to begin. We can see both racers here ready in the start screen, so we should be able to go.
You wanted to introduce yourself since you're just joined.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm Capitan Bubulo, and I'm going to be here joining Shirley in commentary. And yeah, really excited to see how this race goes.
Yeah. Alright, countdown started. Slim's timer has done the thing again. Good work. Good luck to both racers.
So it seems like we didn't get anything special here at the beginning. Movement looks a little bit weird. At least we have a lot of vertical movement with that high jump and that aerial dodge level 3. But
just the
so
opposite
far,
of last stage. It's fine.
No quick movement, at least on Sora. So of course, as always, we have both of our players here on Pride Lands doing this first fight, hopefully with not much trouble. Looks like MegaSlim might be able to complete it here with no trouble. There it is.
Nothing in the super early levels either, so... Magic stats booming, though. Look at that. 21 at level 6.
If we get any thunders, any blizzards, we're gonna be crushing the enemies. Okay, there we have our glide. So that's a little bit of movement. That's gonna be really nice with the level 3 aerial dodge.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty fast, at least during the first few seconds of the glide. So we won't have any trouble going for those shotguns, for those checks during the beginning stages of this seed. And let's see if Pride Lands here has any important checks for our runners, because so far few stat increases, few useful items, but nothing really good so far. Right, so we have our first report there. We know there's a magnet in 100 Acre Woods, but no torn pages so far, so we won't be seeing that, at least for now. Unless it's in Boo's house, of course.
An early magnet would be really nice.
Okay, so another report, yeah, and that's an interesting one because we have membership cards, in Halloween Town, so that's always some really useful information.
Since we got 2 reports in Pride Lands, we also get our first progression hint. It's a 34 in the world that never was. So I would expect to see some Roxas quick runs this seed.
Okay, so it looks like we have Torn Pages and Blizzard on Synthesis. So no proofs, no drives. Let's see if they decide to go for any of those items.
Fire and
Maybe
Clown Mascot LOD. A Magnet to Sword of the Ancestors so far at Disney Castle.
Maybe that Torn Pages. I didn't catch which items you need to create them, but maybe that can be useful during the late game if it turns out that we have to go deep into 100 Acre Woods.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it's an easy synth. That'd be nice.
Okay, so Ragnoth clears this the Disney Castle Garden, but okay, he's going to save warp. Never mind. I thought he might just leave and go another place.
The new hotness: save warping in Disney Castle. Especially useful when your movement's bad. Oh my. Halloween Town paying out early. Once more, and the membership card already.
So Ragnoth finishing the first phase of Mini Escort with some really nice push in there. Meanwhile, Slim doing this Halloween Town fight. So let's see which play will give the most interesting items for now. Obviously, or at least it's almost 100% that both runners are just going to be doing the same plays but in different order for now, at least at the beginning. But some extra movement or even a few abilities or spells could be useful for some specific fights during these first 30 minutes of the seed. So someone might get a slight advantage if they get lucky with their checks.
In early light and darkness. Halloween Town, very good. Good work.
Yep, that was really nice Halloween Town. That light and darkness, always nice to see really early. Now, looking for a dry form, hopefully. So we can get that final form, always very useful and very powerful. Okay, and talking about dry forms, we have another report here on Timeless River. And we know that Master Form is on Space Paranoids. So if it's an early Master Form on the first checks of the world, it's very likely that they're gonna get both Master and obviously Final Form because of that Light and Darkness really early. Okay, never mind. There's Wisdom Form as well right there on OC. So that's yet another dry form.
And it looks like they started with Duck Flare. Just got used on Old Pete there. So that's nice.
Okay, so Ragnoth gonna check the shop and the synthesis probably right now. Yep, there it is.
Oh, it's not a nice torn page recipe. All right.
Yeah, both those torn pages and the Blizzard recipe look a little bit hard to get.
Yeah, you got to do quite a bit of World That Ever Was in order to start farming Twilight Crystals.
And about useful abilities, we saw Slim get a Surcharge and now a Slapshot here on Space Paranoids. So obviously, now that you have Light and Darkness and you can get Final Form combined with that Berserk Charge and Tag Flare,
Yeah.
on Donald, that can help a lot during Sigma fight. So if we have to do the one that ever was early because of those 34 points, which are very tempting, right now they are the seed is looking really nice to be able to do that.
The early tool collection is going pretty well. It's not just cures for magic, which is nice. I want to see this next hint. Go push a world, someone. So we know 100 Acres dead, other than that magnet. The waiting during progression points, at least as a viewer, like it builds anticipation, and I really like the format. But wanting to know what's next is just tough. Go faster, racers, go.
Yeah, in a sense, I feel like progression point hints are almost like a mix between having those hint systems where you already know a lot of information since the very beginning of the seed, but at the same time, then sometimes it almost feels like you're playing blind because it can take a long time to get those hints, and especially if those early hints are useless, then you just have to go for whatever you think is the fastest play at the moment because you have pretty much no information. So, at least for me, when playing, feels like a nice middle point, except for when you get those kind of seed I just mentioned.
Yeah, every hint that does show up is just like, oh, this world has a 7. This world has a 3. This world is dead. Thanks. Where are my points?
So both Slim and Ragnoth so far, pretty much just doing the same plays, just in different order. So no Acrobat yet, no Beast Castle. They are probably gonna be happening really soon.
I would expect, especially since Wisdom's on the table, I expect to see Final get forced and Halabashin get pushed pretty early. It's just a pile of checks.
Yep.
And
Now that
the horizontal movement's not great, but it's good enough to get through.
And since we have that membership card, we can go pretty deep into Hollow Bastion, and they might even try to do the corridors fight. It feels like it's 100% doable with these tools.
Oh yeah, if you do force the final, you have Final Fire and Baby Magnet, but yeah, you can cruise right through it.
Yep, we might even see, if they decide to go Hollow Bastion, we might even see the first few checks of core.
Bad racing. No 1K.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think that we're not going to see them rushing 1K, unfortunately.
And hey, look, just like last seed, we have met up in Agrabah. About halfway done with our big important shotguns here. It's looking okay so far for finds. We got a couple really good ones in like Once More and Fire and Picture, I guess.
Yeah,
Our
that's
first
always
magnet.
useful.
All good, all good. But kind of light on the combat tools. I think I saw like slap shot or flash step, one of the two. Air combo boost, like not oodles to work with on that front.
Yeah, we also got Combo Master, which is always really nice to have
Combat's
early
just
on.
very good. Yeah. Looks like Slim's gonna force final here. Or at least get a couple of the anti-forms out of the way. Nice, quick final force.
Third try, pretty nice. Right, and that's Chicken Little as well. So another really useful tool for early on for fights with a lot of enemies. And we also got Explosion, which with Combo Master we can get really like pretty much in every situation, no matter what happens, we can get that to that finisher and get that explosion, which is going to be really useful. Okay, and we can see a slight difference here when it comes to routing. Ragnoth didn't do OC yet, so he doesn't have that wisdom form. So if he wanted to force final, like it looks like he went for this one attempt before continuing here in Agrabah, he needs to use Automaster. So obviously you need to be at low HP. Thankfully we have that once more, so it's easy to do that without dying, at least if you're a little bit careful. But it's obviously gonna cost you more time than doing it with just wisdom form, like Slim did.
And we're not going to get lucky and find that second magnet in 100 Acre Wood. Sad. And TT. MegaSlim.
Yep,
With
so
two
we're gonna be
forms
able
and
to
fire.
get
Yeah, with 2 forms and fire, should be able to get final 4 just fine in station fight.
a lot of checks, and also gonna get that final form to level 4, sorry. Okay, wow. That always happens. Whenever you get early Light and Darkness, you also get early final form.
Poor Ragnoth.
So Ragnoth now going into OC, gonna be able to find Wisdom form as well. So that's gonna give him 1 extra level for final form if he wants to go Telesound like Slim's doing, to be able to get that level 4. And so far we got Bone Fist on Twilight Town. So that's Halloween Town 2 unlocked. And unless we get, I don't know, unless a lot of worlds are bad or we don't get a lot of info and suddenly we get a hint that Hollow Bastion is a really high number, or if it has a confirmed 5 on it, I don't think we're gonna be seeing that Halloween Town too soon.
Money pouch on station fight. Buy those other world unlocks if we need them, then get that ether stack.
Okay, yeah, and as I was saying, Ragnoth now going straight into Twilight Town. And let's see what Slim does.
Yeah, 19 in the OC there.
Okay, so Slim going all the way up through the tower.
Bliss tracks. Access to TT2 already.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah, 100%. If you have the picture already, you 100% do this. Doing these fights really easy and really fast with Chicken Little on fire. And as you were saying, we have a 19 in OC, which is not a huge amount of points, but personally, I really like to do OC relatively early. So now that I know that there potentially might be 2 5s in there, once the shotguns are finished, I would probably go there.
Yeah, would not be a bad play for sure. Tools are a little light to have a fast OC, but stats are more than good enough to cruise through it. And you have Duck Flare, so everything's free at this point. Looks like Slim's opting for Beast Castle before doing the big Hollow Bastion push.
Gonna be able to get level 4 Wisdom here. Nothing on drive so far, but at least we get those checks out of the way. And obviously gonna be able to buy all of the worlds unlock here on the shop with that money pouch that we got, and also some extra ethers. Always really nice to have.
Especially since it seems like we're going to actually have spells this seed. It's early. These might be the only 2 we get for a while, but they're useful.
Yeah, especially that fire with final form is already really useful. So unless we get more tools soon, we are probably going to see a lot of that final form fire spam.
Hey, a quick run. They do exist.
So with that quick run now, doing Roxas 100% easy, and okay, we have our first proof right there.
Good work, Peace Castle. Oh, and we get to see the Hollow Bastion push.
Yep, and as I was saying, with that quick run, we can deal with Roxas really easily. And since we have pretty decent tools, it might not be the fastest Sigma fight that you can have, but you can probably do it without much trouble. So if you want to push that Twilight Town, the one that never was, especially if you get that second proof quickly, you can 100% go for that, and it's gonna be a good play, almost for sure.
There's nothing too exciting out of early bits of Hollow Bastion here. Just, getting one of those very useful reports.
I'm surprised Ragnoth is not just spam explosion here. Probably because our ground combos are not that good yet. If we don't have something like, Flash Step or Sliding Dash, sometimes those first few hits of the combo can go a little bit slow. So opting for the air combos, and meanwhile Slim just going as fast as he can through this Beast Castle. Going to continue after that Thresholder fight all the way to Beast. Okay, so let's see what Hollow Bastion 2 has for us, since we got this membership card so early.
I want to see the hint come through that Hollow Bastion's dead after that report. Just the smallest Hollow Bastion ever.
Okay, so we have a 19 on STT, as we can see on Slim's tracker.
Shoot, there's a proof.
Okay, wow, that's another proof.
And
I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking that, I was gonna say, imagine if Slim goes to Hollow Bastion 2 now, and he finds the second proof, and he just rushes the world that ever was. Well, now it seems like it's something really likely to happen.
Yep. Yeah.
Ragnoth is also gonna do Beast Castle soon. Probably really soon. Anyway, so gonna get those two proofs really early on both situations.
Yeah, but Ragnoth right now is incentivized to do as much the world or Hollow Bastion as he can. Whereas when Slim finds the second proof there, he's more likely to stop at Advanced Study here and then start pushing the world that never was. So,
yep. On the other hand,
likely do extra content.
Yeah, on the other hand, though, I think Ragnoth is really likely to just leave Beast Castle, maybe not right after the second proof, but maybe after Thresholder with those two proofs. So if what you were saying about Hollow Bastion 2 and Slim leaving at Ansem Study happens, hopefully that a slight difference on Beast Castle can also help Ragnoth not to lose a lot of time.
Yeah, fingers crossed for him.
So as we said before, Ragnoth here going for core. Let's see what he gets on these first few chests. Meanwhile, Slim just dealing with Roxas the easy way with this with the quick run start.
Everyone has their preference of which direction to push Roxas during this. Some people like to go clockwise, some people like to go counterclockwise.
Okay, so we got a Thunder, which can be useful. So at least that's something. And same goes for that form boost. Okay, one gets instant clip, wow. So gonna be able to exit here really, really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Putting that final form to good use here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and let's see what happens now. Wow, once more saving Ragnoth's life right there.
Once more is good.
Alright, and Ragnoth going Beast Castle, as we were saying before. So gonna be able to find his second proof really, really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So Slim using these Lancers to get some extra XP, which in case he wants to go for Sigbar right here, it's gonna be a little bit useful. Since, okay, never mind. He's not gonna continue, which makes sense since you only have one proof. And going into Hollow Vision right away. So yeah, as we were saying before, basically both runners doing the same, but just in the opposite order.
Yeah.
Ragnoth gonna find that second proof, and looks like he's just going to continue, at least for now.
Yeah. I mean, your tools are still pretty light, and Slim especially has already done one Reflectless Seed. Probably would like to not do a second, if they can help it. But we know that the Reflect that got hinted in Hollow Bastion is not early.
Yep.
I think we'll actually see Slim also push that opening bit of Hollow Bastion, looking for that Reflect.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Maybe he wants to get that reflect. So even if he gets the second proof, and even if he wants to rush the world that ever was after the second proof, he's probably gonna be looking for that reflect as well. So
We did find the world that had the pages, because we'd done a lot of shotguns, and we didn't have much information. And it turns out they were in the world that never was all along. That Disney Castle 12 is kind of spooky. Not a fan.
yep, those are always the worst kind of hints that you can get sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Especially without clear second visits.
Yeah, and Ragnoth is going to continue here in Beast Castle. So not going to leave right after the Thresholder. And Slim, meanwhile, just continuing into HB2. I'm gonna get into the corridors now. I'm gonna get his second proof. And as we were saying before, let's see what happens now. Let's see if he decides to leave. Or let's see if he decides to continue pushing the world. Probably gonna push the world, hoping for that reflect. Oh, by the way, we also had Trinity Limit right here after the mini game on Beast Castle. So that's also a really, really nice tool, especially for fights like Luxord or the final fights.
Yeah, we got 2 really strong limits to help us, even if we don't get through or get a reflect. And the lack of limit from this seed is going to hurt in spots, and Trinity will help with that. Yeah.
Yeah, having to do especially fights like Sheminus 1 with no reflect, no limit form, and no change limit, they are really painful to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think Ragnoth might be looking to see if he has any experience boost. I'm gonna go get some levels here on the screens.
Yep. Saw that negative combo go on. So between Combo Master and negative combo, be able to just sit and explosion everything. Maybe even fire explosion or thunder explosion everything.
Yep, and we also have once more, so that's gonna make it a little bit safer to this fight because sometimes when you don't have a lot of defense, this fight can get really scary.
Yeah. And not having an experience boost means that we can just stay at full health the whole time. It's a lot safer.
So that final form fire really blowing this fight up, getting a lot of kills really quickly.
That said, second chance.
Oh, that got a little bit scary.
Yeah. Saving lives. Ragnoth wants to try and work its way back to a corner here. And this facing Sora backwards should explosion hop him back. Perfect.
Yeah, this is going really, really nice. Getting a lot of kills here, a lot of experience. Let's see if we have any interesting check on levels, because so far I didn't see anything especially good. Obviously, those stat increases going to be really helpful, especially if we can get to that 35 cap for the one that ever was. But yeah, any extra stats that we can get are going to be useful for pretty much everything in the game.
Hey, look, experience boost on screens. Gorgeous. Love to see it.
Sometimes Randomizer just wants to get really troll with you.
We did see Slim go through and check all the same Hollow Bastion 2 stuff that Ragnoth did, so we'll see what Slim's next move is. They're going tower climbing, or... Yeah.
Right, looks like we're going straight into the one that ever was. I'm interested to see what can the difference between those levels make here. Although I'm looking at their trackers and I'm not sure if they have the different keyblades equipped. I mean, they probably have different keyblades equipped, but I'm not sure how different they are when it comes to stats, because Ragnoth is 8 levels higher, but his strength stat is lower, so he's probably using a really low strength stat keyblade right now.
Also don't know if he's adjusted his accessories or not.
Yep, that's also true. So that 35 strength cap, which can help a lot here on this fight, Slim very likely to be able to hit it once he goes final.
I don't know that we're going to see Slim do final. Doing an alt strat with Duck Flare. Ragnoth is going to do a cool, or attempt to do a cool loop with Roxas, since his magic is so high and he has explosion like that.
And is that Trinity to be able to reset the loop?
And stay safe. Not having a gap closer here,
Ooh,
very dangerous.
Yep,
So you
looks like
manage your spacing
he
very well.
looks like he dropped the combo there, but he was able to recover really nice and able to avoid getting hit. Yep, and I think this combo should be enough to kill him.
Yeah.
There it is, that explosion doing really big damage.
Slim also got through Zigbar just fine.
Yep, as you said, he didn't even go for final form. He just used Dark Flare multiple times, and it was also a really nice fight. Managed to be able to DM skip the fight, so good job on his side.
Both racers in pretty similar spots. Ragnoth took a little extra time to go do screens, but
Okay, and Ragnoth is leaving. Let's see. Going to OC.
okay. The 19's been staring at him for a while, so probably starting thinking that it's time.
He doesn't believe in the one that never was.
I guess not. 6 teams, unless there's a pile of 5s here, it's not likely to have any 5s. Yeah, it can happen, but it's unlikely. The 9-7 is a much more likely, especially with the number of 7s available. Two seeds back to back, where the game's just being stingy with the magic.
At least we have a good magic
45
stat,
minutes.
and we have
Yeah,
we have good magic stat, and we have explosion. So
at least seen some benefit.
Yep.
But
especially
Fire, Thunder, Magnet, and that's it. I mean, it's a good combo to have if you're only going to get 3 spells. You know, you can swap that Magnet for Reflect and would be golden. But
so there's Slim finishing this Luxor fight that went really well with that explosion. Always really a strat that I enjoy a lot, and especially with a high magic stat, you can do it really easily and do a lot of damage. And meanwhile, Meanwhile, we got Limit Form. Yeah, that's what you just said. Sorry. And as I was saying, Ragnoth just finished Hades Escape, dealing now with servers, and looks like Slim's gonna do the same now. We have 21 more points on HB.
Yep.
So, yep, the seat just suddenly opened a little bit with those hints and with those checks that we got. So, let's see what happens now.
Slim's actually in a pretty good spot information-wise. Knows the world never was, doesn't need to be finished. And probably guess that that's just 4 magics in Hall of Ashen. Not guaranteed, but likely. I'd have to actually sit and do math and figure out what combo of 5s, 9s would actually be in there, but anywho. Yeah, 975 is a thing. But we have so little magic right now, and we only have 1 guaranteed magic on the hint. Oh, we have 2. All about it, or Halloween Town. So we're still left with a lot. So, you got a couple of 19s to go explore. You've got the tools to do STT as fast as you can. So you might as well knock these 19s down to a point that they're less scary. Maybe go chase that 12, figure out if that's scary or not.
Okay, so that's a 9.
Yep.
So let's see. We get 2 5s or we get 3 and a 7.
Good old duck flare on Demix. And finish it up with some fire.
So let's see these next few checks.
Another experience boost on a Keyblade for Ragnoth. 7-3.
All right, that's a report, so we know it's only a 7 here. So, right there's the 7 with a Blizzard. So OC finished. We can just continue to the next world.
Opting to continue Beast Castle. It is open. Can do Beast Castle too. The fight is quick, so getting these progression points will be nice.
Yep, gonna get the next hint right after this, which is a hint that Slim already has, which is that 21 on Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
So again, likely to be a bunch of 7s. We can still see pretty much any combination of numbers happening because we still have a lot of checks to go.
We are getting down there on the number of 9s available. Got
yeah, that's right.
3 9s left unhinted.
Okay, so it looks like this boss of Beast Castle didn't have anything. So now that we have that hint for Twilight Town, which is a 29 on Ragnoth's tracker, since he didn't finish the tower, he's gonna do that right now. It's gonna hopefully be a little bit faster now that we have some extra tools compared to when Slim did it.
chicken fire is so efficient. That's what Slim went up with. I imagine it's going to be about the same. Unfortunately for Ragnoth.
Oh, and talking about Slim, it seems like he's gonna do core.
That's what this looks like. I mean,
Which,
fine.
yeah,
Pitch, you've got final. You've got baby thunder. You've got fire. Like it's fine.
It's not the most usual play with these kind of tools, but as you said, we also have a really nice stats. So this fight's hopefully not gonna cost a lot of time.
Yeah. Get the shaman to stop spinning around though. Ugh. I never like enemy design that includes just long periods of invulnerability.
So that's the first fight taken care of, which in my opinion is the hardest fight of the two. So gonna be able to check what's here on core. Hopefully gonna get that reflect he's probably looking for.
Yeah, hopefully it's here, not unlike Gullwing or something silly.
or data demons.
Data damage. Yeah. You have aerial dodge 3, so yeah, you can pop that ledge quite a bit sooner than normally.
Yep, gonna skip a few screen transitions here to save a little bit of time. And let's see what Ragnoth does.
Ragnoth's gonna go finally check Piglet's house for this magnet. Was staring at doing Disney Castle. And I agree. If you could have Magnera going into that, that would be better. But unfortunately.
We have a final form, fire with fire, so it can be done pretty quickly as well. But looks like in the end he's gonna be going into STT.
Yeah. Alright, STT. Don't be bait. I believe in you, STT.
Slim suffering death here, unfortunately. Let's see if this second attempt goes better. And Ragnoth is gonna be won't have that limit form for STT, which is not the end of the world. It's not that important, but obviously can be pretty helpful.
SCT is just a convenient place to get some early limit levels, or get a little extra limit XP. But yeah, in terms of time saved, there's a few places where it's really nice to have, and then there's everything else is trading limits better.
So Slim playing it really safe here. He had 2 deaths in this fight.
Yeah, but this fight is hard without Reflect.
That's
or without
commentator's curse. Obviously, as he did the first fight deathless, and I said that the first fight is usually the hardest. So now he's having trouble with the second fight. That's just your usual commentator curse.
This fight is always the one that gives me issues. These tornado enemies and the book enemies both if you can't keep them managed, you're just gonna take the death.
There we go, finally. Slim able to complete the fight. And looking to get the last checks here in core. Gonna be using that flare here for some really nice iframes in order to be able to go through the things that hurt you. I don't know how to say it. Sorry.
Steam vents. Up here. Thanks, game. Yeah, should have plenty of glide to get through these just fine. And a fire.
Oh, and
Hey, look.
everything but the reflect.
But Thundara Fyra. A lot of work for a Thundara Fyra. But something. We'll find out that reflect is just on Demix. It's not even that far away. Not Data Demix, just the first one.
So Slim going now into Twilight Town to do this TT2 fight. Meanwhile, Ragnoth finishing Twilight Town pretty quickly, pretty easy. And right now it's it's an interesting situation for Ragnoth because Slim lost quite a bit of time going for core, and he got a lot of magic, like you were saying before, but not the reflect or the last proof that we were hoping for. So in case Ragnos decides to do something different and is able to find maybe that reflect or maybe that third proof that we're talking about, he's gonna save a lot of time compared to Slim.
Once Ragnoth gets through these struggle fights here, we'll finally get to see what STT has, because whatever it has, it wasn't early. Terrifying.
Oh yeah, and as the chat is saying that we didn't mention before, levels were revealed, but it's a 0, so we don't really care about them.
Yeah. Slim is almost exactly one progression point ahead right now. So from Slim, we know that Pride Lines is also done. Just 2 little reports there.
Yep, so a lot of worlds just we're getting a lot of hints for a lot of the worlds, I should say, and we're having a lot of zeros or a lot of useless worlds. So it's just starting to get interesting.
Yeah, narrowing down your choices for sure. So there's worlds that still have decent points, like Twilight Town or STT, are looking a little better for plays. But those unhindered worlds still make you nervous, especially when you've... What Slim's doing right now is chasing after that ice cream and hopes to get access to TT3 there. And I assume we're going to see Ragnoth follow in their footsteps. Maybe. Might also chase Holobastion. After finishing STT.
Let's not forget about that Port Royal, which both of them only did the first 3 checks, if I'm not mistaken. We don't know anything about the world right now, but we do have the second visit unlocked, which could make it a really nice play if we get any information, or if they might just want to bet on it and just to go unhinted. Obviously, now that we have a really nice magic stat and a lot of spells, we're just gonna blast through the barrets.
Alright, Valor is an Agrabah. Drive still might come into this. We don't know.
Never mind, because as soon as you said that, we get the hint for dry forms and they are 0.
Yeah, alright. Great time.
Okay, and there's the ice cream. And Slim immediately leaving the world.
Yeah. Just due to our complete lack of 9s at this point, I'm very confident that this 12 in Disney Castle is a 7-5. And somebody needs to go push it.
Yep, there's another 9 right there, so even more strength to your theory. And let's see what these 10 last points are here. Still 2 reports to find between both runners, so still could be 7-3.
Come on, STT, don't be bait. Be Dataroxus, but don't be bait. Yeah, it's a 10 left.
Really quick fight here, obviously, with all the tools we have. Right then, let's see what happens after this fight. Meanwhile, Slim about to get into the real mansion here on the real Twilight Town.
It is a 7-3. Dang it.
It was bait.
Oh.
And not only was it bait, but the hint that we got from that report is 100% useless, as we already have the identity hints.
Yeah.
So 100% bait.
So sad. Ah, Disney Castle. Perfect. Oh no. STT also just gonna be magic? Got 14 left. Oh, it's a 9-5. Well. Also bait. So we're basically left with Unhinted Worlds and Disney Castle. This last brief. I think we lost you, Capitan. See you lighting up in Discord, but we're not getting any sound through.
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong with my microphone. It's been acting weird lately. I hope it doesn't break, but I'm not too confident about that.
Well, the popping is down, so good for now.
Yeah, let's hope it stays like that.
Okay. Wasn't on screens. MegaSlim's also going to push the Disney Castle. Proof of Pete. But it's always second Pete is the problem.
And obviously Marluxia is still a possibility here, so let's keep that in mind.
You're probably right, Raisin.
Worst thing is that you're probably right.
It is in that direction, so it wasn't in core. If it's not here, I have no idea where Ragnoth goes after this. Does he chase the ice cream? Does he chase the 21s? Or does he go to an unhinted world? I do not know.
Well, nothing so far, so
let's
see this next pop.
Marluxia.
Both Marluxias with important checks here.
I love this, though. Come on, Torn Page Cure.
Going for the double negative combo and aerial finisher strat, which is just going to make this fight really, really easy and really fast.
Yeah, it's... Your stats are so far away from getting above the floor, you kind of have to pick and choose which level 1 strategy you want to use. This is a pretty darn consistent one if you are good at doing double negative. I am not. So I usually just fight him. This fight's not too bad. It's just slow.
Yep, it can get a bit slow if you get a little bit unlucky. And it looks like Slim's gonna actually fight him, so...
Yeah.
We're gonna have two different strats here. It's gonna be interesting to see... I wonder what the time difference would be. Obviously, Ragnoth's gonna finish first, but only because he started first, the fight first. We have that final form, we have that Dark Flare that Slim's using right now, so there's gonna be a lot of damage, at least here for the beginning of the fight. Oh, Ragnoth, don't drop the combo now. Okay, there we go.
Made it through.
Yeah, and Slim looks like he's just going to...
Hey.
Oh, and that's a proof. And Slim looks like he wants to just constantly spam that Dark Flare. And okay, now this is interesting because Slim has to finish this fight, but Ragnoth has to do both Stigbar and Luxor. So
catch up. Yep.
Slim probably slightly ahead, but I have no clue what the time difference is right now.
Not a ton. Slim also has a few more magics. Not that they're terribly helpful for the boss fights, but they will be helpful for the mob fights during final fights. Yeah, Ragnoth does have a minute of loadless save.
Yep, and as Raisin said in the chat, if Marluxia is uncooperative, this fight can take a really long time to finish, but luckily for Slim, he was able to catch him with that Dark Flare. So there's the fight, and there's the proof, and going straight into the one that ever was, obviously.
Yep. So roughly a Luxord apart. I'm assuming Ragnoth will get through here fine, I hope.
Yep, that's the double finisher, so that's the action count loop, and now I'm gonna be able to just finish the fight with a few more combos.
No, I'm very confident in they're a Luxord apart.
Yep, this is reflectless. We can't forget about that, which I was almost just assuming this is just gonna be easy fights over here. We have a lot of resources, so it's not gonna be. It's probably not gonna be too hard, but obviously, still stuff can go wrong, and you can lose some time.
Ragnoth, what are you doing? You don't need levels. Your stats are fine.
This is clearly not what Ragnoth needs right now, since he's already behind. And I don't think the extra levels, unless he finds something big like a reflect, for example. Wait, no, never mind what I'm saying.
Yeah,
levels are 0. Yeah, never mind. This is only for the stats then.
These guys aren't amazing, but they're fine.
Yep. 39 strength now for Ragnoth, so above the minimum stat required to start doing some extra damage, which is 35. Slim is barely there. In fact, if he gets any extra strength with any accessory, which it's what he's looking for right now. Oh, okay, we have power boost. Yep. So yep, perfect.
I mean, you're not wrong, but a lot of the damage is going to be coming out of Explosion anyway. But
Ragnoth here, dealing with Luxor, dodging the minigame attack with dodge roll, which always looks so scary for me.
yeah, the people that can literally just walk around him when he's queuing up there. Just, I'm terrified to even try it. I should, just because I know it's probably as easy as it looks sometimes. But, I don't know. So I'm going to try and get the building skip here. Should be fine.
Let's see. Yep, that should be enough with the Thunders now. So that's a really, really nice Shemna's 1 Reflectless. It's probably one of the most annoying fights of the War Nightmare was to do without the Reflect. And time for final fights now. So Slim entering the final fights at 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 35 seconds. So, yep, he's clearly ahead. Again, I'm unsure which is the advantage right now, because Ragnoth also has that 1 less minute in loadless time. But I don't think he's going to be able to get to final fights in less than a minute, obviously, so...
Yeah, if some takes another death and Armored 2 and another kind of bad death on Finals Endless, maybe. Maybe. This is good and close. Yeah, and Slim also didn't refresh drive, so he's going to be doing engine core here with maybe 3 drive, might be able to get a summon out, but that'll be kind of it. A very nice, quick Psyx from Ragnoth. Work.
Reflectless armor 2 can be scary. Thankfully, we have a combo master, which I think it's, in my opinion, it's probably one of the most important tools for that fight. Because even if you drop the combos with, when you try to attack but you hit a wall instead of an enemy, that happens a lot in Armor Shemnas 2. But thankfully, with combo master, that's not an issue, and we should be Slim should be able to deal with the fight with that explosion with a lot of magic, so gonna be doing a lot of damage. Yeah, so we can see here with the Chicken Little dealing with these enemies, and explosion just doing so much damage. It's absolutely crazy.
Ragnoth decided to just skip a chest. Picked all the other ones up, just, nah. These couple of easy ones. All good. Alright, armored 1 time. Yes. There will be, yeah. Dublin VG tonight, 9 Eastern, I believe. It's probably not going to happen, but it could happen. If Ragnoth manages to pull this out, we get to do race 3 immediately after, but Slim is up 1-0 right now, and I would have to lose this one.
Also, there's a death for Slim on Armor Shemnas 2. Mm-hmm. It was right at the very beginning of the fight, so yeah. Lost a very little amount of time. But yeah, you gotta be really careful with those attacks here. There we go. Now he manages to push the fight past the first phase immediately. And we have Ragnoth entering final fights in 1 minute, 1 hour 11 minutes, and I think it was 18 seconds. So a little bit less than 3 minutes of time difference here. So yeah, as we have been saying, both of us and also in the chat, Slim looking nice, but still.
But yeah, needs to play clean in order to cap this out.
Yep, cannot make any mistakes now.
Yeah, Slim fighting against the lack of drive is going to hurt, especially going into Final Zen here, not having access to limit form. It's just one less safety button he can't push. Whereas Ragnoth gets to sit with Chicken Little during the engine bits here, and then Slim managed to get him up for the engine core, which was fine. But then Ragnoth should be able to get enough drive back to hop into final to make Armored 1 even faster. So we'll see. Ragnoth will be getting small time saves on the way up. But if Slim has a clean final Zen this year, it's not going to matter.
This session finisher is going to do a lot of damage with those stats. There we go, almost an entire HP bar. You need to be careful here with the attacks that Shemnas throws. We do have once more, so that helps us a lot. Whenever Shemnas just spawns in any of the runner's face and decides to go for a combo.
To get
But
the laser
Slim
phase,
just
it's better. But
yep, Slim playing it really safe, just spacing a lot, trying to avoid any possible hit. And oh,
should have
this
there's the
looks
shape.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That was really nice done.
GG's MegaSlim. Very close from Ragnoth. In Armored 2. Oh, Armored 1 still. Never mind. Saw Donald.
Really quick, really clean armor Shemnas one. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not gonna be enough for Ragnoth. So Slim taking the win again, and gonna be advancing to the grand finals.
Ragnoth's not out yet either. Headed over to what, losers finals? Whatever they wanted to call it. Yeah.
Ragnoth going to losers final. And we still have a lot of other races to go in the tournament because we still have the losers quarterfinals, I think. We have to decide the two runners that play in the losers semifinals, and whichever wins there is going to be facing Ragnoth for the chance to qualify into the grand finals of the tournament.
A pair of solid races from these two today.
Yeah, for sure. Both races with no reflects.
Yeah.
So
two very magic light seeds.
Definitely not the most comfortable seeds to play, but they manage really well in these situations. Game it didn't give a reflect, but it gave a lot of extra tools for at least for this seed. So it wasn't
as a reflect. So rude. If you got it open, Geek, where's the reflect in Halabastion? Can improve Raisin right?
I mean, I honestly don't know what to say. I would say it's the room right before 1K, because has 4 chests, is very likely to be there, but who knows?
Alright.
So Ragnoth now entering the final Shemnas fight, so gonna be able to finish the seed as well. Oh, taking a death here, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, this the very beginning of this fight with no reflex almost feels unnatural after having watched so many speedruns and so many seeds of the game.
It is the weirdest part about this fight in general, is just your start is all screwed up.
You can use Session at the very beginning like Slim did, but it barely manages to get any hit because Shemnas is constantly teleporting and moving around.
Yeah. Then you gotta make sure you land and get your mana back before he comes down and tries to shoot you with a giant orb. And, yeah. Ragnoth trying to get in this quite a bit earlier. I don't think he will be able to hold it, but he's going to get a lot of damage out.
Oh, he's gonna go out of the...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, at least he realized he was gonna go out of the arena. He wasn't gonna be able to do dome skip, so he aborted the attempt and just gonna wait patiently until he can do it.
Yeah, until he can start
using session right there.
Didn't quite get enough damage out, so it's going to have to reset it here. But
there we go. Now he's below the... Oh, that was scary. Thankfully, Riku managed to get the last hit. And yep, and that's GG's as well for Ragnoth.
Well played, both racers. So yeah, that'll be it for us for now. Come on back around 9 p.m. Eastern to catch VG and Double. Going at it.
Yep. So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed both races. And as you just said, remember that we have more races later today, and we still have more races of the league to go. So stay tuned.